Hey YouTuber, Scoobee-Do here with another Star Wars wall video. Hey, how about that rant yesterday? I always get nervous doing rants because you never know how they're going to be taken by the viewers. It could either be something like, yeah, you tell them, yeah, you're exactly right, or, man, that guy's an asshole. So hopefully you don't think I'm an asshole and I'm just trying to point out some different things that I've noticed over this last year in collecting Star Wars items where there's just major mistakes that have been made. And it seems like some people or some collectors wear rose-colored glasses. And when they get the items, they're just so excited to get them that they can't see past, past a foot from their nose that, hey, there's actually something wrong with this. Same with the FX lightsabers. I did cover that a little bit in my rant, but that was the first thing that really got me when I started collecting. Now I do get a lot of people. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be doing a review on my X-Wing helmet, so stay tuned. If you're like, oh, here he goes, he's going on another rant. I'm not. I just want to cover this really quickly and then we'll get to the helmet. Oh, one other thing really quickly. I am looking for the Emperor Palpatine 1/6 scale Sideshow exclusive, the one with the 2 head sculpts and the throne chair. I just figured a way to make the room for it. I did a video yesterday asking for it, and I did figure out a way that I definitely can make the room for it. So if you know anybody who's selling one, you come across one on some forum or chat room or something, please let me know. Okay, so to the FX lightsabers really quickly. I do get a lot of emails I get when people come over, etc., that say, man, that is just one impressive collection. That's just that your wall is awesome looking. And I concur. But my thing with that is how much cooler would it look if all these were on all the time? Now, some of these, the batteries need to be changed out because I don't ever really have these on. I also have the Yoda one over there, with that one I know the battery's going out on. And obviously that one too. But how cool would the wall look with those on all the time? Not with the sound necessarily, but at least the lights. I mean, they're kind of like neon lights, right? You know, imagine if you bought like a neon sign for your game room or your man cave or something, and when you turned it on, it only stayed on for a minute and then turned off. Wouldn't make much sense now, would it? And that's what doesn't make sense about these lightsabers that are obviously meant to be displayed. And what more so doesn't make sense is out of the 10s and 20, 30 reviews, or whatever that I watched before I purchased these, because they have different models like the FX, Master FX, some are made out of plastic, some are made with metal. Not a single person ever mentioned that these turn off, that they can't be displayed on, which just blows my mind. How could you not mention that in a review on something that was solely really meant to be displayed? Now you're saying, well, that one's staying on. Well, that one actually does stay on a little bit longer, and I'll tell you why. Because that's a fixed lightsaber, and these other ones are the ones where you can remove the hilt. So it seems like the fixed ones stay on about 30 seconds longer than the other ones do. Whoopie-doo. Alright, so that's my big thing about the FX lightsabers. Big thing about the community. When I purchased them, they had already been out for a few years, and not one single person ever even thought to mention that they don't stay on when they're displayed. And that just blows my mind. Literally blows my mind that nobody even knew. Here I am, the novice. See, that one goes off now. I'm the novice. Don't know anything about collecting and displaying, and I'm learning as I go. I'm the one that brings it up. Absolutely insane. Okay, so on to my actual review of the X-Wing helmet. Now, you've seen this on my shelf for quite a few months. I will leave the link down below where you can order these. These are handmade. You can either buy the kit and make it yourself, or you can have the person actually build it for you. Now, the reason why I held off on the review And I'm sure the person who made this isn't going to necessarily like that I'm bringing this up, but if you look right here, you can see a little circle indentation. And that was caused from the magnet that he glued to the inside of the helmet for the blast shield. It was the first time he did that kind of method. He used to clip them on, and he decided to use a magnet, and it kind of ate into the plastic a little bit and gave you that look. So I mentioned it to him. He's a real perfectionist when it comes to building things, and he likes them to look really nice. So he said, give him a little bit of time, he'd make me another one and send it out, and I just got it today. So we're going to go ahead and review it. So I'm going to pause the camera, I'm going to take this into the kitchen, and we'll do the review. Okay, so now on to the review. These helmets are made by Jeff Rodriguez. I'm actually just going to give you the link to his Facebook page. It's probably the easiest way to contact him. He's a big Star Wars fan. I'm not sure. He's in the 501st, maybe. Not sure. I don't want to say he is and he's not or something, but he does make these helmets. He does make other items. I believe he has a 3D printer, I think. Not trying to give you a bio on the guy because I really don't know. I'm just showing you the helmet, and I'm going to leave you a link down below so you can get one if you're wanting one. I do know that I think Master Replicas or somebody came out with the X-Wing helmet maybe a year or two ago, maybe 3 years. I'm not sure. Those go for over like $1,000. I think they came out with another helmet that's a green one that goes for like $500 or $600. And I came across this guy on ESTY. E-S-T-Y. It's kind of like eBay, but it's for people that make like handmade things. And he was selling the kits, and I contacted him and said, hey, do you actually put these together as well? And he said, yeah. So I don't want to tell you what the exact price is. I think the kits run somewhere around $180 to $200, and I think for like an extra $100 or something he'll put together. But that could be completely off. I don't know what he charges now. He might charge less. He might charge more. But he can make it however you want. I mean, he's made them with like football logos on them. You know, he can do them any color you want, any kind of design. I asked him for the blast shield. And again, that's where we had this issue with the magnet. But it really is a great idea that he uses the magnet because it comes right off. It comes off if you have two hands. If you have one, it's a pretty heavy magnet. But that's the blast shield. That's the helmet itself. It's really nicely made. It looks really nice. I mean, you've seen it on my wall before, so he does a really good job. I'm sure there's other people that make them too, but yeah, great item. I'm not sure what his turnaround time is right now to make one. You'll have to contact him, but when you do, say, hey, I was watching Scooby's video and he mentioned that you make helmets, and like I said, he does make other things too. I think he makes blasters and some other stuff. This is the other one. He actually changed a few things for me too. This one has black padding in it. I asked him to do the burnt orange, so he did that for me. So I'm going to be sending this one back to him and putting this new one up on the wall. Too, what I like about the blast shield is it just goes right into place. The magnets are that strong, you literally just boop, hooks right on. So you can have it either way. And he can also make it without the blast shield if you don't want a blast shield, and it'll be cheaper. But there you go. It's a little bit of a review. It is 1/1 scale. You can wear it. You can use it for cosplay or whatever you want. And there you go. Now I got a question on my rant video regarding my R2-D2 that I have on display. So we're going to go back in there. I told the person I would go ahead and cover it in this video. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to show you regarding the helmet. I think the... this is kind of hard to do with one hand. I think the I think this does go up inside the helmet a little bit. I think there's a little, let me see. Okay, maybe it doesn't, I'm not sure. No, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's fixed. Either way, it's a really nice helmet, and it's something that I would definitely think about adding to your collection if you don't already have one, and you don't want to spend the $1,000 to get the master replica one. This one looks pretty good. Actually, it looks better than good. It looks great. Alright, so that's it on the helmets. Again, I'll put the link down below. Talk to the guy, his name's Jeff. Jeff, that's his name. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go back over to the wall really quickly. It's just a little added bonus to the video. On my interactive R2. I believe it was made by Hasbro. It maybe came out like 2 years ago. Maybe longer. Again, I'm new to collecting this stuff, so I'm not sure exactly how long it was out for. But I got it from Target. I believe it was around like 140. Now they go for crazy amounts of money with everything else Star Wars for sure. It is interactive. There's a little switch on the back. And one thing I like about this R2 unit is it has a display mode, which is what I was talking about with the Yoda. The Yoda doesn't have a display mode. It was just you put him on the floor and he goes. This one actually, with this button right here, that enables him to move around and do a whole bunch of stuff. And when you push it on, that deactivates his wheels so he won't move. Let's see. Hey R2. Hey R2. Game mode. Spin the droid. He does a whole bunch of different things. He'll actually, there's like a security mode where he'll like go around on the floor and have like a perimeter, and if somebody comes in the room, he'll kind of like alert you. And he has different other modes like hide and seek, and really cool R2 unit. Now he doesn't come like this. He comes completely white. Well, I mean, this is blue, but I mean, he comes clean, and I gave him a black wash and some other things to make him look battle worn, battle damaged. So yeah, he will come white. I did see a R2 unit when I was at Walmart the other day. It was actually a little bit taller than this guy. I believe this guy's like 18 inches. I guess I could have measured it, but I wasn't planning on reviewing him. They have an R2 unit. I didn't see what the price was. Hey R2. Sometimes you have to reset them. I'm not sure what the price was on it, but they had an R2 unit that looked about like, I don't know, like 20 inches tall maybe at Walmart. It was made out of plastic, but I could see where that could be a really cheap alternative. It didn't light up or anything, but I think if you black washed it and did some paint work to it, it actually looked pretty good. Hey R2, do you remember Darth Vader? Oh yeah, I guess he did. Now this one other thing with this droid unit, he does have hidden Easter eggs. I don't remember what they are, but he does some other stuff. He'll march to the Darth Vader march song or whatever, and he plays it. He does some other stuff. Also, too, these do open up. He has like an arm that can hold stuff. He has an antenna. His little scope it comes with. You can put that on. Actually, I have it in here. Anyways, a really cool item, really cool interactive item to have on your wall, along with the Yoda. Let's wake up Yoda really quickly. Like this video is not long enough already. Hey Yoda.
Just wake me, you did.
Yes, I most certainly did.
For 800 years have I trained Jedi.
No, you must be pretty old in 800 years. Okay, so that's just kind of a really cool feature. If you didn't see the video on this, I did do a video on showing you how to do a safe mode like this one does with the red light. Really adds to your wall if you have a bunch of stuff that's interactive and lights up. That's why I kind of wanted the Darth Vader, you know, because you have the R2 up here from Sideshow. This little button, he lights up. You know, or you have different things that light up. The Millennium Falcon lights up, and so that's why when I got the Darth Vader, I'm like, oh, it's cool, and I'm all lit up, and he's going to be interactive, and no, they messed up the switch on it. Alright, so that's it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And, yeah, so I guess that's it for now. Talk to you guys later.